And Doneane joining us now. Doneane, we talk a lot about different ways that you can do things for your nutrition and for your overall health. Today we're talking specifically about a certification and part of what you've gone through in continuing education to really be knowledgeable about all of this.
Right, right. A lot of people have asked me, well, how did you get into this? And you know, what kind of education do you have to be a nutritionist? Well, I have a certification that's basically a 2-year program. It's pretty comprehensive. You have to take a comprehensive exam at the end and, of course, make a passing grade. And you have to do a case study on a potential client.
Oh, wow.
I mean, there's a lot of reading and research that goes along with it. And then after you're certified, you have to go back and continue your education with, you know, things like this, doing the TV spot and speaking to groups and, you know, helping individual clients. But it's also a lot of reading and studying and staying up on the latest trends in the industry.
And of course, with everything like medicine and law, teaching, all that, things evolve, whether it's technology or just more studies.
Oh, yeah.
And do you find that it's, do you kind of break it down, or can it get overwhelming, all that information out there?
Yeah, there's a lot of information out there. And I brought a couple of books today just for the viewers to just get an idea of some really simple, easy to follow books that are out there if they're interested in getting more information about, you know, what they can do individually to improve their health and change the way that they eat.
Great.
And we've talked about Dr. Don Colbert before, and this book right here, What Would Jesus Eat? This is something that we talked about just recently. This was the book that kind of catapulted me on my journey to get healthy, because I had some medical issues that I just wasn't happy with taking a handful of medications every day, and I wanted to find, is there another way that I can get healthy rather than going to doctors and taking medication? And Dr. Colbert actually experienced that same thing in his own life. He had some medical issues, and as a doctor, of course, he sought out other professionals to help him, and he wasn't getting the answers he wanted. So he went on his own journey to better nutritional health. And just like him, I was able to get off of medications just by changing the way that I eat over the course of time.
Absolutely.
So I really appreciate his books. And What Would Jesus Eat? It's a real basic book that talks about what the food industry does in processing our foods that make them unhealthy for us. And it talks about getting back to an all-natural diet with, you know, eating more plant-based things. And the people that are familiar with the paleo diet, if you can hunt it, gather it, kill it, you know, you can eat it. So that's kind of what this book is about. This next book, Toxic Relief, this is a really interesting book for folks that are interested in juicing. It's about cleansing your body in a healthy way by doing a juice cleanse and by making juicing your vegetables a part of your everyday nutrition plan. So if you're interested in juicing, this is a really good book for that.
That's I know a lot of people, that's kind of a movement almost, but maybe because people are hearing more about it. But it really, when you say cleanse, I mean, that's what you're doing. You're just trying to get all those toxins
Absolutely.
out,
And when you do it with juicing, you're still getting nutrition, but you're not, you know, some of the cleanses that you do, there's a saltwater cleanse, there's all kinds of pills and potions and things that it's just really not good for you.
Yeah, and a lot of starving yourself.
Oh, yeah. And if you do it with juicing, you're still getting nutrients and you're, you know, you're still feeding your body, but at the same time, you're getting rid of toxins that have gotten into your system from the foods that we eat and the things that are in our homes. That brings up this next book. This is Dr. Don Colbert's What You Don't Know May Be Killing You. And this is an interesting book that talks about the toxins that are in our homes and in our environment. Shampoos, conditioners, makeup, deodorant, things that are under your kitchen sink and in your bathroom that you clean your house with. Things that come out of the air vent in your office, or you're standing outside waiting for a bus or a cab, and all of the fumes and things that are outside. Those things can affect your body down to the cellular level. So this book is really good about telling you what things to look out for and what things you can do to prevent those things from getting into your system.
Wow, that sounds really beneficial, especially in our area too. A lot of allergies, a lot of it comes from different things
and
outside.
The chemical plants all around.
Yes.
This book down here by Dr. Oz, You, the Owner's Manual, this was the first book that he came out with several years ago. And this basically is the owner's manual for your body. It talks about every organ system from your skin all the way through the rest of your body. And it talks about what you can do to keep yourself healthy, along with diet and exercise. And then the last one down here, Dr. Oz also wrote another one called You Staying Young, which is about some of the disease processes that happen in our bodies as we age that you can actually prevent or minimize by good nutrition.
Wow, and a lot of that you were mentioning to me with Dr. Oz is broken down easily in here.
Yeah, if you've ever watched his TV show, you know, he does the little demonstrations that sometimes can seem a little strange or odd or, you know, a little bit too simple, but it actually helps the average layperson who knows nothing about medicine and maybe doesn't understand how their lungs work or what, you know, what the function of their nervous system is. It helps them to understand it, and his books are very good at that too, with some real simple illustrations that can show you exactly how things work.
Great. And how can we find information from you online?
On my Facebook page, which is Fitness Nutrition Consulting, and on my web page, which is fitnessnutritionconsulting.webs.com, which is on the screen. And look me up. Those link to each other, and I'll post some information about both of these books and the authors that are behind them today.
Great. And living healthy, right?
Absolutely.
Thank you, Doneane. Stay with us. We'll be right back.